Soniq Wavez, Soniq Wavez. Watch what you listen to me. It's Soniq Wavez, Soniq Wavez, Soniq Wavez, Soniq
Hello and welcome one and all to this week's episode of Soniq Wave. On this episode, we will be covering Yngwie the Maestro, his new album, My Crazy Jackson Family Theory, new bands, new music, and more. On this episode, you're featuring J-Man Jack. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing awesome. Hope everybody else is too.
You're gonna educate us on the Maestro Yngwie today. I'm excited for that segment. And Playboy Scotty, how you doing, Playboy?
I'm getting stoned and doing the dishes right now, and I'm gonna go and make a fucking giant sandwich, and then I'm gonna go and watch the Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, and yeah, it's about my night.
Okay. And you know something, Scotty? I want you to join us tomorrow on Shady Mob to talk about Lord of the Rings and what you watched, because I am very curious. Anyway. Anyway, gentlemen, how's your guys' week been before we dive into this week's full episode?
Well, as you know from the show the other night on Port City Uncensored here in Stockton, yeah. The content gods kept me busy.
The content gods kept you busy.
Yes.
So I take it that this week's this upcoming episode of Port City Uncensored is going to be uncensored and
yeah. Well, maybe we'll have a little more breathing room. There's stuff I know Scotty wants to talk about.
Yeah.
Cybersecurity and stuff like that. But we had a lot of events happening, last week. So we shall see as the next few days progress. And you never know. Things sometimes get quiet. Some shows are more active than others, and that's just life in the podcasting world. But it depends. Like I said, we'll see, because things could change on a dime. At the drop of a hat, literally, and so that's why you always got to be on your toes and paying attention, and that's why you folks out there should hit the like button and subscribe and stay on top of what we do around here with all our different shows and whatnot. And we'll be talking more about that throughout the evening.
Yeah, guys, please go check out shadymob.com for some merchandise and for links to all of our all of our shows, all of our channels. We have a gaming channel with Smacks. We have a politically uncensored, full throttle, fully unfiltered show with Port City Uncensored every Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific. We got a nice groovy, smooth, sometimes hardcore with J-Man's music selection and Scotty's music selection show with Soniq Wavez on Saturday, movies on Sunday with Shady Mob Podcast, and the eventual return of N1 from the End Zone, where we talk about sports. With that being said, J-Man.
Yes.
I think it's time, buddy, to talk about... Oh, actually, but I forgot about you, Scotty. Scotty, how's your week been, bro? You're always the quiet one, but then when we get you going, you start going.
To be honest, I've been kind of contemplating starting a YouTube channel. Well, yeah, pretty much that. It's like, have you ever felt like you had this idea, and it's like, you know what, maybe someone might make some use of this, but I just can't quite feel like I'm gonna no one's gonna listen to this. Oh, it's a waste of time, and so I just don't ever get around to making it, because I've made the attempt before, as you guys might you've noticed on the show. I've tried doing it, but it's I haven't had quite the passion or the sparks. Though it's I know I talk about cybersecurity, but that's one aspect of it. But I'm trying to figure out what's something I can do that's what you guys are doing, because I know how everyone's got their own niche and stuff, but what's something
Just
I would
jump
do,
in.
I don't know.
No, just jump in every week on all the shows. And honestly, Scotty, you're a great personality to have on air.
Yeah.
And we appreciate like literally your takes and your feedback. So, brother, you just keep doing what you're doing right now. And if you eventually figure out what niche it is that you're passionate about that you really want to explore and deep dive in, maybe it's not even a web series or a live streaming show. Maybe it's literally just a 10-episode miniseries where you're educating people on stuff that's important to you. There's always options out there, brother.
Yeah, and we could we could always like throw up a pop-up show on under the Port City banner,
Yeah, yeah.
pop up a show that could be about
Scott,
particular topic,
the Scotty special.
so and to try shit out, and so that option is always there on the table.
Yeah, brother. With that being
Thanks.
said, brother, just keep doing what you're doing, and our doors are always open for you, bro. We're here, we're family. You're in the Mob Sqaud. You're a mob star. I think Scotty's a bit preoccupied right now. With that being said, Senor J Man Jack,
Yes.
educate me on who the maestro is.
Yngwie Malmsteen. If you're a guitar player, I'm sure you probably know who this guy is. If you don't, you might want to find out. Since the early '80s, after some short stints with bands like Alcatraz and with Graham Bonnet on vocals, he went solo. A native of Sweden. He's generally recognized as probably the number one guitar player in the world, the top shredder, if you were. Like I said, well known amongst guitar players. Probably not on everybody's lips compared to somebody like Eddie Van Halen, who pop music wise, sold a lot of records, But when we talk about guitar gods, the 80s were kind of a special time. Everybody was playing their ass off. You had Eddie Van Halen, and then followed by fellas like Yngwie here, who went into the neoclassical style and basically has become a legend in his own time. But the important thing is he is still out there. He tours like a son of a gun. He's played in every country on the planet practically, and he is currently on the Monsters of Rock cruise tour that's happening. And so they're down around South America way now, and he stopped to do an interview with Eddie Trunk from the Metal Show. We have a lot of metalheads out there know who Eddie is, and so he took some time out to talk a little bit about good news is he's got another album coming out, another new album, and so that's always good news for us guitar players.
Are you ready for do you want to show the interview now? Jay?
Yeah, let's give a listen to the maestro.
So you were telling me on the elevator ride here that you've made some new music, right?
Just finished recording a new album, yeah. It's been in the studio for almost 5 months straight.
And what can you tell the audience about it?
Well, it's very Malmsteen-esque. It will be everything you expect and then some.
Vocals or
Oh, yeah.
all instrumental?
I sing about 4 songs.
4 songs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then instrumental. It's a mix. But it's made specially for the vinyl. So it's exactly 46 minutes.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. I made it specially so it's going to be a vinyl record.
But you could put CD out too, right?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Okay.
no, guys, come out on everything, but it's made to fit perfectly on an album, vinyl, LP.
You've made so many records in your career. When you set out to make a new record now, what is your goal? Is it to push yourself? Is it to go into new territory, to try new things? What do you want to do?
It's actually, I have the luxury of owning my own place. And so that I go in when I'm inspired. And I decided a long time ago, I'm not going to try to do something special, either what other people think I should do or decide. Except sometimes, okay, I'm going to make a blues album or I'm going to make an acoustic album, which have happened, right? But when I make the records that are, let's say, an Yngwie Malmsteen album, I just let it flow. And I come up with maybe 100 ideas and I use 9 or 10. So I take the best of what I think is the best, the most dramatic stuff, most interesting stuff. Not necessarily a decided direction or whatever. It's just natural, you know, whatever comes out. And this particular album is going to be very neoclassical.
Because that's how you were feeling at the time, right? And
Exactly.
that's pretty much the signature of all your music at certain points.
Pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. What is the key? You know, I find it so interesting because there's very few. Most of your music has been instrumental, and I find very few guitar players who do instrumental music have been able to have great commercial success. When you think about it, very few. Maybe Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, yourself, obviously. What is the key to that? What is the key to making instrumental music work and be able to cross it over into a bigger audience?
I don't know, but I've decided a long time ago to make honest music. Not to try to do something that's fashionable or follow a trend or do what other people say. But what I've always done is the passionate music. So, like Niccolo Paganini said, one must feel strongly to make others feel strongly. So I feel very strongly about my music, and apparently that translates out. So it seems to work.
Were you able to bring the Wall of Marshals here to this show today?
I had...
If you guys want to check out this live stream, this interview, links for it will be in the description.
Yes.
Now, J-Man, back to you, brother. What made you a fan of Yngwie to begin with?
Just hearing him play.
Obviously.
And if you watch him, and if you've ever picked up a guitar and played, when you look at those hands, I used to have a standing joke that that he's proof that there's alien life in the universe, because no human on the planet could play like he does. But I mean, he's just amazing musicianship, and if that's something you appreciate, it's kind of hard to ignore. Anyway, I did save a clip here, something that kind of gives a really good example. And there's tons of stuff of him there on YouTube, for instance, that you can watch. But something that gives a good audio and visual example of what this cat can do, and you'll understand why guys like me, look up to him.
Yeah, let's get right into this, baby.
Oh, but this is with the Japanese Philharmonic.
This is with the Japanese Philharmonic? God damn, Yngwie. The Maestro, ladies and gentlemen. He's lifting that fucking. Oh, Lord. Max, bro. Look at how he's shredding that thing.
Take a close look at the neck on that guitar. Take another close shot. I want to point something out, though. It's not your normal Strat.
Oh, gotta stop it right on. Oh, there we go. Okay, what's up with the
Well,
neck?
it might not be hard to tell from this spot, but he plays what's called a scalloped neck.
Okay.
In other words, the neck is normally a flat piece of wood,
Okay.
but on a scalloped neck, in between the frets, there's like a little valley.
Oh, okay.
So scallop, and so it requires a whole different kind of feel, a touch
Really?
when you're playing. Yeah, and so. And you can get the signature model Yngwie Fender Strat, by the way.
Really?
He does have his own signature model out, and
Wow.
and so and it'll no doubt have a scallop neck. And I couldn't tell you the price tag on it, but I'm willing to bet it's 4 figures.
4 figures for a fucking Strat design, Yngwie.
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
Any of the signature models,
Jesus Christ.
Clapton or I think they got Stevie Ray Vaughan. Robin Trower has a signature model. Any of those you're going to pay, in the 4-figure range for. That's for sure.
Damn,
But
bro.
anyway, so that's but he's always played Strats and Marshall amps, and
Well, if you guys actually want to go and check out more of this performance, a link for Yngwie performing with the Japanese Philharmonic will be in the description for this video. So go check it out. I recommend it. I'm actually blown away by his fucking guitar work.
oh yeah. It's,
Hey, you weren't joking when you called him the Maestro, brother.
well, hey, it's not just me. The world, the term maestro, excuse me, in the music world, especially in classical music, that's an honored position.
Yeah.
You're the master. You're not just a journeyman, musician like myself anymore. You have reached master level status, and that is being very well respected. And so, it's serious, and he's been called that for quite some time. And the level of his playing has been very consistent over the years. And
I'm excited for his new album. Did he say it was going to drop later this year? I forgot if you mentioned.
yeah, it will be out here pretty soon.
Okay.
Pretty soon, and I'll get the links up in our descriptions and stuff.
Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a brief ad break, and we will be back with another J-Man Jack segment, New Blood.
Yes.
Your way, baby. We were back after these messages.
We'll be back.
Welcome to Shady Mob Productions, where the vibes are always right and the passion runs deep.
Step into the sports network of N1 from the End Zone. Sit down for unfiltered conversations on Port City Uncensored. And surf the sound waves with Soniq Wavez.
Different worlds, different shows. Click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it. Guys, if you're into sports, wrestling, or just need some positivity and motivation, check out N1 from the End Zone and click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area and want the best cut of your life, go check out Headspin's Barbershop located in South San Francisco, the official barbershop of N1 from the End Zone.
Join us every Saturday and don't miss the waves.
Soniq Wavez. Soniq Wavez. Watch what you listen to. Listen to me. It's Soniq Wavez.
Port City Uncensored. Port City Uncensored. Port City Uncensored!
Listen up, dog owners. Every month, BarkBox delivers 2 brand new toys that will make your dog lose their mind, plus 2 full-size bags of treats so healthy you'll be tempted to steal one yourself. Trusted by over 8 million dogs who have literally never written a bad review. We're talking fully customized, tiny terror toys for Chihuahuas, indestructible beasts for your Rottie, allergy-friendly snacks for the drama queens with sensitive tummies. Even extra subscriber-only goodies if you want to go full spoiled. Right now, new subscribers get a free extra toy in every box for a whole year, and shipping is forever free. So stop letting your dog down and click the link in the description or scan that beautiful QR code and get your first BarkBox today. BarkBox, because your dog deserves better.
Feel the fire! Yeah, rock the ruins!
Hailing from the volcanic streets of Catania, Italy, Demon Spell are conjuring pure hellfire with their classic heavy metal sorcery. Fronted by the theatrical wail of Federico Fano, think King Diamond reincarnated with an Italian accent. The band features Francesco Bauso on scorching guitars, Riccardo Liberti holding down the low end on bass, and Dario Casabona pounding the skins like a man possessed. If Merciful Fate had a sinister Mediterranean cousin, this is it. Brace yourselves.
From the frozen wilds of Finland comes Cobra Force, the independent heavy metal juggernaut dropping their self-titled debut album like a thunderclap from the gods of the 80s. Frontman Sampo Oikarinen slams vocals and bass with raw power, flanked by axe-wielding assassins Christo Hiekkala and Jimmy Lettiocki, who doubles on killer synths, while Jesse Rassanen pounds the kit like a man possessed. This is powerful, full-bodied, fist-pumping metal built for the 80s veterans who still crave that glorious, unapologetic crunch. Cobra Force are here to remind you why you fell in love with heavy metal in the first place.
Hailing from Germany and unleashing their debut on Fetzner Death Records, Kingsmash drop a absolute banger with The Heart Remains at Home. Frontman Michael Hare rips vocals and guitar alongside Ralph Schanzel's scorching six strings, Axel Atza Zek laying down that thick, groovy bass, and Severin Phaser hammering the kit. All captured, mixed, and mastered to perfection by Christoph Brandis at Iguana Studios. This quartet slams out powerful, high-octane power metal, loaded with massive guitar riffs, pounding drums, and ridiculously catchy choruses that'll have you screaming along from the very first spin. Pure fire, a killer debut that hits hard and sticks in your head.
All right, brother.
Here we go.
Where did you find these bands and how'd you find them?
Well, on YouTube. And, yeah, I want to give a shout out to the channel New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal for being one of the channels out there that bring us this stuff. But anyway, also on Bandcamp, all these guys, this is where you want to go to where you can download the tunes and buy your CDs or vinyl if that's what you're into. But I get the new stuff come into my feed across my desk every week, and
So what stood out to you? So in order of first to third, what stood out to you from this week's selection, and why did you choose these guys?
They're all very very close as far as quality and style, and they're just all bangers, especially like the last band, Kingsmash from Germany. They're just having to pop up in my feed. I put them on, and I had to go do something around the house here, but I left it playing,
And you liked it.
on the big speakers, and I was listening, and every track that rolled around, it's like, damn, these guys write some good songs, And so I gave it a second listen, and yeah, but same with the other two. They made an initial, usually the first track or so, I can tell that, okay, this is going to be interesting. The first band, Demon Spell, now and it was mentioned in some comments, that people left about them, that they're very reminiscent of King Diamond and Merciful Fate. So I picked up on that right away, and so. Yeah, they got a good sound, and Cobra Force from Finland. Very interesting stuff from those guys. A lot of good metal always coming out of Scandinavia.
So from 1 to 3, obviously first one is being the first artist that you played, 3 being the last one. Who are you ranking best artist this week? Least favorite?
Very very close amongst all of them, but on top, I like the German band
Kingsmash.
So that would be 3, and then 3, 1, 2. Only because Demon Spell.
I like Demon Spell too.
It has a connection to King Diamond and that sound, and so
it just
yeah. But I mean, we're talking about a very closely knit pack here.
Yeah.
They were all good.
No, I honestly, that's the same exact order I have them in. I like Kingsmash and I like Demon Spell. The both of those bands stood out to me the most.
And a good example of what's coming out of Europe, the whole general European scene. We had Finland, Germany, and Italy. So
yeah, no, that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Scotty, Playboy, you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
How would you rate this week's band selection, brother?
How to explain it? It's like I'm going from it's like you're walking through an '80s mall and you're just hearing stereotypical '80s music. Like I don't explain. Like it sounds like something I hear in a movie. Like some of the music we have on Soniq Wavez, Soniq Wavez. Some of it sounds like instrumental. Since we're talking about instrumental, the guy that we put on, I like his music pretty much compared to the other bands because it's more like. He said, I'm not trying to put on a fucking show. I'm trying to make something that's real and authentic. Like, I got my own place. I own it. So whenever I feel inspired, I go into a room that's perfectly built just for that. So it's like, you know what? I have an idea. I'm going to go to this room and make a song, whatever the fuck. Or he gets his, writes his notes and does his composing. And bam, there you go. Yeah, but most people don't have that. So I'm like, how do people come up with their creative ideas? Now, since we're talking about instrumental, it pretty much means that there is no singer. It's quite literally just the music. So no lyrics, no vocals, well, maybe vocals or ad libs, but like there's no words being spoken. So you're gonna have to try and how do you make it feel impactful? I'm thinking of art hitting.
For this week's from 1 to 3, who are you picking?
Third one.
Favorite and then your least favorite band.
I'm not. Fuck, what was it called? Leave your heart at home.
They were your favorite.
The German band, Kingsmash.
Kingsmash, and Jack's right about Scandinavia having some of the greatest fucking metal ever coming out of it because you've got like a black metal came out of Scandinavia, and that's like hardcore as shit. But like what I'm hearing comes from a similar place. Yeah, it's not as hardcore. It's more like a more refined, like aggressive version of Kingsmash. Like what Jack was saying is that their style, despite being 40 years in the future, they're pretty much bringing a refined like version of that to modern audiences. And I'm like, that's what I like. So I'm gonna go with the German guys, Leave Your Heart at Home, because they pretty much have like who they're referencing, who they're paying homage to. Like, hey, these guys sound like this band from the 80s. You're like, oh yeah, they're trying to like emulate it, but not like replace it. It's like who they got their cues from. So that's my answer.
Okay.
Yeah, well, on that note, it's interesting that music. If you look at music history and stuff, generally artists that come along usually go back to artists like maybe say 20 years before them as their influence. Maybe it was stuff they grew up listening to, their parents had on the radio, whatever.
So how's that look today for like 20 years cycle? So it's like 2026. So 2026, 2006, fucking 86, 66. Like rock and roll metal has changed a lot for each of those 20-year durations. So how would you describe this current iteration? Because it's not the 80s, but
the 20 is not a set number. There's styles that I mean, we're talking about 80s style,
transcends time.
80s style metal. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at bands every week from countries all around. A lot of Europe, but we've heard a lot of stuff out of South America also recently. And I just listened to a new band, Catalano. I'll probably have them on the show here soon. They're out of Australia. Man, you want to talk about hardcore fucking headbanging rock? And these guys are incredible. So, but anyway, it's a global resurgence, and probably part of it has to do with the internet and things like YouTube, and the fact that the record business that existed back in the 80s, that's no longer here. Okay, there's a whole bunch of buildings down in LA off of Wilshire Boulevard that used to be record companies, and they're empty now. There's no more Tower Records and all of that. But in
that means? You don't have to pay for a label.
But in this new age of downloading and everything, and YouTube, everything is global now. And what I'm witnessing is, like I said, all these bands every week, new stuff coming out. And it's all this metal. It's all this new melodic power metal. And and what came before influences, what's now. Okay, just like back in the 80s, those guys were influenced by people that came before them, the Jimi Hendrixes and the Led Zeppelins and the Black Sabbaths and stuff. So metal has gone through several resurgences, to different time periods. And so what we're witnessing now is one that's on a global level. And personally, hey, you know what? I'm happy. I feel I'm living in good times.
Yeah. And honestly, with how music is now, it's just nice to see that there are styles that transcend time.
Yes.
Literally, like, if you hear, like, for example, and I know I'm kind of capitalizing, and it's probably, like, a good thing, too, because I'm going to segue into my Jackson family theory after this segment right now. Michael Jackson. If you listen to his music from the 80s, 90s, and even early 2000s, his style of music genuinely transcends time. Like, the beat, the rhythm, the sound that he has is something that you could hear in today's music as well. And honestly, still groove to still. And it feels like a modern day song. Same thing with, for example, a band that we had on our show, Fire and Ice. They're a band that is heavily inspired by Kiss and rock from the 1970s, excuse me. And they have an authentic sound, but their sound is very similar to those bands from the 1970s and 1980s, which is a beautiful thing. And that's why I believe music connects all of us. And it's important for us to share music and just feel each other's music, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys want to know what my prediction for the future music's going to be since we're talking about rock? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought the whole appeal of rock, metal, and all that was anti-establishment, right? Right?
Originally, yeah.
Yeah, because you're, oh
It's
my God, you listen to the devil's music, you must be a rebel, right? Right.
Well, rock now has somewhat turned into like religious music, in my opinion.
Well, I
don't know
mean,
about that, man. That's a bit of a
over
stretch.
time, look at evolved, and if you look at music history, jazz was okay. Pop music, as we know it, the pop music industry really started at the turn of the last century with the electricity and radio, and Edison made the phonograph record, and that's kind of where it all started. And the first several decades was dominated by jazz, and then rock came along, and that became the predominant style. But jazz was still around, and it evolved and adapted. And now today, I mean, you've got smooth jazz. You've got jazz stations. Jazz is still big, in a lot of places, and a lot of jazz is. I remember hearing something late '80s that they were selling more units like CDs and records and cassettes and stuff then than they were back in the day. But of course, populations get bigger and everything expands, and so yeah, they kept up with the time. So I mean, yeah, jazz is still, and then we had the development of fusion, where jazz and rock came together, and a lot of different artists, developed that style, fusion, and so yeah, styles will sometimes merge, and we have like rap rock, alternative rap rock
country rap.
styles, country rap. Yeah, so you've got crossing over and all kinds of shit going on out there. So
Yep.
it's never just a static thing that's carved in stone. It's in flux. It's always changing.
Yeah.
Always in motion, and every artist, every band over time
Actually,
has their place.
This is actually a great segment into our next basically I would say well, no. I'm gonna save that to close the episode because I think that one's gonna require a little bit of discussion.
You're gonna say,
I really feel like that's gonna require a little bit of discussion. But this is actually a perfect time to transition to our new music segment because literally our new music segment is, or at least this week, it's 4 different styles of music. One is synthetic wave like electro music that Scotty makes. Another one is heavy metal rock that J-Man makes. Alex, for some fucking reason, got inspired to do a 1950s, what is it? Slow soul moving jazzy like fucking funky tune. And then I have, I'd say, a very heavily inspired Michael Jackson song that is a bit modern day. So we got 4 different songs for you guys. First one up is Scotty. Scotty, can you talk about Doom Grab? The remix that you recently created?
Yeah, so when I'm not creating my own personal custom music, I sometimes go on YouTube and think, man, what was that one kick-ass song I like when I was playing fucking video games or listening to music? And I'm like, if the music you listen to has somewhat of a part of playing who you are as a person, then why not go and get that music and then remix it to your own, I don't know, just fucking remix it. So I pretty much go on YouTube and remixed this song called Doom Grab from the video game My Friend Pedro. So it has bullets, guns, explosions, and a banana. So I'm not gonna spoil the game, but it's like that's the plot of it. And pretty much what I like about this game is it has a very heavy techno soundtrack. So it's for Doom, for example. Doom is very metal. If you ever played Doom, this is like more hardcore techno. And if you play like something like Grand Theft Auto, that's got like a more of a lo-fi. Like Grand Theft Auto music is actually like when they make music custom for the game. It's what you guys are talking where they experimented because they mix it together. But what I wanted to make is remix a techno song that I liked from YouTube. I mean, from a game I played. I just got off of YouTube and I remixed it. And I'm like, what if I made this I don't know, like more, I don't know, echoey? Haunted, I guess is the word. So yeah. It's like it's like what's it called? Downtown Chinatown, Tokyo, something like that. You're in a place you're not supposed to be.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Doom Grab, written or created by Play
Remix. It's a remix. I don't know. I don't know the song. That's what it's remixed. Yeah.
Remixed
by Noise Stream. It's he'll know. All right, remix. Play the song.
Sorry. That, ladies and gentlemen, was Doom Grab remix by Playboy Scotty. Good shit, Scotty.
Yeah. Yeah, for some odd reason, it just popped in my head, but it reminded me, and I was thinking that this would be good wrestling like a wrestling entrance music for somebody.
Okay.
Somebody with you know,
Hey man, Jack.
darker image.
Oh.
You know, yeah, entrance music. You know, and for the ring and shit. Yeah, for some odd reason, it just hit me like, oh, this would be, you know.
Yeah, I can see that.
That was
Yeah.
that was a solid remake.
Yeah, and the announcers are talking behind it, you know, building up the fucking, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. It wasn't really meant to be like a party song. It's more like you were saying, like an ambient song, like a walkout song. Like it's a song that's playing in the background, let you like, oh yeah, shit's going on or something's happening. It's like
Yeah.
They're like welcome to WWE. Today we have the ladder match where one dude has to yank another asshole to get the $1 billion briefcase, and they're in a cage match or some shit. And he's talking, they're playing this while it's all happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that being said, our next song is actually written and created by J-Man Jack.
I gotta do
himself.
mine. Okay, yeah.
All right, J-Man. Do you want to tell the audience what your inspiration for Sam Can't?
Well, I guess this would be a modern day version of the political protest song. I don't know. Yeah, it's about a character has a very similar sounding name, and well, a very dirty player in the political world, and so just because of some recent goings on the last day or so, I was inspired to write a song about him, and we'll call him Mr. Sam Fan. But anyway, he's evil, and so with the video, I really seriously tried to make the connection to how evil this guy really is, and I think that part is self-explanatory. All right. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Sam Can.
Oh, Sam Can't, you son of a bitch. Indicted once, you should be face down in a ditch. Conning the voters, hiding in the dark. Truth be told, you're just another mud shark. Just take the money and shake that hand. From the pit of hell is where you stand. Oh, Sam Can't, I think I'm gonna pass on what you're selling today. So just kiss my ass. Your mama should have heard from someone that day about blowjobs and condoms and coat hangers. They say what you cook up in the dark will soon see the light. To say you will burn is being way too polite. Oh, Sam Can't, forever on the run, till you are stopped and the truth comes undone. Oh, Sam Can't, rag the game you play, bite you in the ass on your election day. Bite you in the ass on election day.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, ooh, give me a second here. Da-da-da-da. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Sam Can't, created, written by J-Man Jack himself. Now, let me ask you a question. Did you do the guitar riffs on that one?
I unfortunately no, but It will be another one that I'll be working on.
I can't wait. I'll be honest. I've seen you play the guitar. I've seen you do. I think you could do what the Maestro Yngwie does.
Yeah, well, yeah, I got a ways
being
to
modest.
go, but
You're being modest, J-Man.
well, like the way you look at me, that's the way I look at him. So
Okay.
you gotta understand that.
Scotty, what were your thoughts on Sam Can't?
It sounded like a Godsmack.
God. Fuck is Scotty.
All right, yeah, I can live with
Jack,
that.
you want to hear my best Godsmack impression?
Yeah, what do you got?
I stand alone. I can't do it. He does it with a really southern accent, like a southern drawl.
Yeah.
Like, stand alone. You know what I mean? Like it sounds like a female Godsmack.
Okay.
Mhm.
I fuck with it.
I like what I like most about it is that it's got that fuck you energy. It's like, you know what I like most about Jack's songs? It's like it's always politically incorrect every time. He's like, I don't give a fuck, I'm making this a banger. And it's like the lyrics also play a part in that too. It's like I can, like, if I close my eyes and I play this in a nursing home, someone's like, hey, who the fuck's that? And I'm like, it's that 80s rocker band chick from the 80s. They're like, oh yeah, I remember her. Keep playing it. You know what I mean?
No, I 100%.
In the home.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, thanks.
Played everywhere, man.
Hey, you've heard of Weird Al? You're our weird J-Man. I fucking love you, buddy.
Okay,
J-Man Paradise.
Yeah, but yeah, locally, this particular tune, yeah, I'm gonna be sticking it right up a lot of people's you know what here in the next few days. So
You're not weird. You're Crazy J. You're Crazy J.
all right,
I
yeah,
love Crazy J.
I'm out of control, people.
All right. Now, this man who is in control is going to present to you Double A's song for this week. A song that takes you back then to a time when a man wooed a lady in a suit and tie.
And when the ladies could still actually charm.
Oh, when the ladies still closed their legs.
When gas wasn't 10 a gallon.
Oh God. No. So back then apparently is also a song that Alex, and congratulations to Double A, who is officially in a relationship with his girlfriend that he's been dating for a couple weeks now. I called him, he made it official. They are now officially together. Shout out to my boy Double A, who has had a crazy last couple years, just being on that journey trying to find love again.
So I guess it's true, Nelson. He's out the town. The Pound Town.
Oh, I should have. Oh, I should have made a music video for that song this week. God damn it!
Yeah,
opportunity missed. But
we got a few versions of that song in the archives too. I believe.
Today we announced the death of Rebecca and officially name Alex's girlfriend Giselle because that is what her real name is. So we will.
That was a G or a J.
Anymore. I don't fucking know. You could ask Alex.
Like a gazelle, like the animal, like in Africa.
Probably.
Like a zebra?
Yeah, probably maybe like a zebra.
You're thinking a gazelle.
Probably like a
Who the fuck's that?
This song is literally
Play the song.
A song that Alex put his vocals on, or an AI version of his vocals on it. So let's check it out. Let's see what it's like. And let's see.
Back then, I used to know that corner shop, screen door squeak, red candy pop. My mama called me in at dusk, shoes full of dust, pockets full of trust, a milk crate thrown by the old brick wall. We play so long we'd forget it all. Now that block got a glass front face, but I still see us in that place. Time moves on, time moves fast. Try to hold it, never lasts. But one sweet tune can pull me back to the life we had. Back then, I want that feeling back again. Back then, we were golden in the rain. it swing and I pretend
Back then,
that the good days never end. There was a record on my uncle's floor, needles skipping by the kitchen door, smoke in the air, cards on the table, story so loud nobody stayed able. My best friend moved, my street got cold, new names now where the old ones rolled, but I still laugh at the same old line like we never left that time. Time moves on, time moves fast, try to hold it, never lasts, but one sweet tune can pull me back to the life we had. Back then, I want that feeling back again. Back then, we were golden in the rain. Back then, I hear it swing and I pretend
back then,
that the good days never end.
the old code, new day, same heart, different way. I keep the names I knew like photographs in blue. A little loss, a lot of grace, 1,000 summers in one phase. If I close my eyes tonight, I can hear that life.
Back then,
I want that feeling back again.
back
then, we were golden in the rain.
back then,
I hear it swing and I pretend. Back then,
that the good days never end.
back then. Back then.
I'm not gonna lie, the first couple seconds when I heard him humming, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Because it sounds exactly like him. Now I'm like, is that my fucking headset?
No,
It sounds like him. I like the song because it's like, you're like, what the fuck am I hearing? And then
I
it
think
just
it
starts
sounds a
playing
little
like back
better
then.
than Double A. I think it sounds a little bit better than Double A, if I'm gonna be honest.
It's very
Double A,
catchy.
it is very catchy.
I can tell this is a breakup song because, like, I remember back then when you were still my bitch back then, or something like that. It's like, damn, bro.
It kind of makes you want to like snap and like do the 1-2 kick, one like step back from like
Yeah.
these like little, I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely from the 40s.
Like yep, exactly. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Scotty.
Yeah, that's a real knee slapper.
J-Man, thoughts? It was just it vibed, huh?
Remember back then?
I would have, you know, you've heard the expression, it needs more cowbell. But no, some cocktail glasses clinking in the background.
That might have made the song a little.
Yeah, that came into my head right away. Like, this is a bar song. This is like, you know, I'm not talking about a dive bar, like a nice, you know, lounge, you know, cocktail lounge kind of vibe.
No, I feel it. I feel it. Honestly, good song, Double A. Shout out to you, and again, congratulations to you and your new lady friend, buddy. I hope you guys have children. I hope she's the one, bud. I hope she's the one. And Giselle, you break my boy's heart. I'm coming to Florida.
Yeah. And always remember the phrase prenup.
Prenup. We just tease. But
yeah, well, I've been through 3 and looking at number 4 now.
God damn. Number 4, god damn. God bless you, J-Man. With that being said, my song is a song I've already played on the show, but we're replaying it. It's called You Still Rock My World. Since we now have the option of creating music videos, I was finally able to create a lyric video for this song. And because it's a song that was, again, inspired by Michael Jackson, it's the song that I chose to write this week. So, or
Sounds
to
good.
play this week. So, yeah, let's go get into it.
Oh, yeah. Listen. You walked in late, same old doorway, same perfume from that lost decade. My heart did that glitch, that replay, like every rumor we survived still plays. You laugh low, stepping low away, sipping on the cherry drink, saying we were kids. What do we think? But your fingers tapped that old hook on the table, and suddenly I'm right back, labeled unstable. We were headlines, baby, they kept score. Every whisper at the corner store. Try to move on, try to close that door, then you lean in, saying I want more. You still rock my world, like the first spin, first night, first slow turn. Got me spinning like a record, like my heart never learned. I said I'm fine, I said I'm grown, but you still rock my world. In my memory, Polaroid fights, then late apology. You disappear for a week at a time, then ring my phone, breathing like a crime. You say you changed, you got therapy, got a dog, got a lease, got your clarity. But the way that you dance when the beat comes in still drags me back to that dangerous spin. We were chaos, baby, wild and loud. Two bad decisions in a jealous crowd. I swore I'd never let you pull me down. Then your hand finds mine and I drown. You still rock my world, like the first spin, first night, first slow turn. Got me spinning like a record, like my heart never learned. I said I'm fine, I said I'm grown, but you still rock my world. You still rock my world. Leave me alone, leave me alone. That's what I tell my past when I'm home. But here you are in my headphones again. Every never turning into it depends. Said I'm done, said I'm done, said I'm done. Then you touch my face, said I won't stop way, and the room falls out and the track just plays. If this is wrong, I don't press stop. Let the needle ride, let the beat drop. You still rock my world, like the first spin, first night, first slow turn. Got me spinning like a record, like my heart never learned. I said I'm fine, I said I'm grown, but you still rock my world. You still rock my world. Oh, you still rock my.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and
Yeah.
that was "You Still Rock My World," inspired by "Leave Me Alone," "You Rock My World," that came out in 2001, and "Dangerous," because I love "Dangerous." I love those three songs. Some of Michael Jackson's best work. I know it wasn't hits like like from the Thriller album, like "Beat It," literally Thriller, Billie Jean, but those modern songs were so fucking great. And I love them, and it inspired this song. And honestly, this song is very tuneful, very fucking melodic, and a banger in my opinion.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, thoughts?
Yeah, I remembered it as soon as it started. So, so it was interesting to see the video,
right?
Which I thought came out good, and and I remember you talking about the inspiration behind it, the three songs, and
Yeah.
whatnot. So, it was. It's catchy. It's listenable.
What would have made this song or this song better would have been if I was able to find a AI generated woman flipping her hair back and forth, because that was actually like what I was like trying to find in the visualization and just like dancing to the beat, but I couldn't find it, or I couldn't find it.
You should have asked me. I could have maybe.
Yeah, I know. We have the RT feast of AI models here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I do pretty good with the ladies there. So
You do, my friend. You do. You know what you're doing back there. Behind the keyboard.
Next time, toss it my way.
I got you, bud. Scotty, what was your thoughts?
You know, it kind of reminds me of Justin Timberlake, and if you mix Justin Timberlake with
Adam
Drake,
Levine?
and then you mix Adam Levine, yeah, and then you mix him with who's that one cross-eyed motherfucker that Taylor Swift dated? Edward Sheridan, Ed something.
Sheeran?
Yeah, Ed Sheeran, and like pretty much every notable pop star, and you're like, I want you to make an it sounds like a, believe it or not, like the end credits or like the closing credits of a movie heist scene or something like that. Like I can just imagine this playing in the back. Like background music always comes to mind because it's like, what do you imagine when you hear this playing in the background, Nelson? For me, I imagine it like closing out like some type of a movie scene. Like I think Happy Gilmore meets The Expendables, and that's what I think.
Okay. I'll fuck with it. I like it.
Like Adam Sandler in a suit walking away from an explosion to go, I don't know, pick up Brad Pitt from prison with like a bunch of
You
diamonds
could
in the
pick two
backseat.
more different movies.
Yeah, and he's like, and he just drives by, and the song starts playing as soon as when he says, "Get in the car."
J-Man, I've been trying to figure out how Scotty's mind works for a very long time. To this day, I still haven't figured it out. That's why I love Playboy
Adam
Scotty.
Sandler needs to be on this podcast.
Yes,
What do
he
you mean
does.
in the fucking car?
Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be right back after these messages. We appreciate y'all for being here. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Hit the like button.
Welcome to Shady Mob Productions, where the vibes are always right and the passion runs deep.
Step into the sports network of N1 from the End Zone. Sit down for unfiltered conversations on Port City Uncensored and surf the sound waves with Soniq Wavez.
Different worlds, different shows. Click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it. Guys, if you're into sports, wrestling, or just need some positivity and motivation, check out N1 from the End Zone and click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area and want the best cut of your life, go check out Headspin's Barbershop located in South San Francisco, the official barbershop of N1 from the End Zone.
Join us every Saturday and don't miss the waves.
Soniq Wavez. Watch what you listen to. Listen to me. It's Soniq Wavez. Port City Uncensored. Port City Uncensored. Port City Uncensored.
Listen up, dog owners. Every month, BarkBox delivers 2 brand new toys that will make your dog lose their mind, plus 2 full-size bags of treats so healthy you'll be tempted to steal one yourself. Trusted by over 8 million dogs who have literally never written a bad review. We're talking fully customized, tiny terror toys for Chihuahuas, indestructible beasts for your Rottie, allergy-friendly snacks for the drama queens with sensitive tummies. Even extra subscriber-only goodies if you want to go full spoiled. Right now, new subscribers get a free extra toy in every box for a whole year, and shipping is forever free. So stop letting your dog down and click the link in the description or scan that beautiful QR code and get your first BarkBox today. BarkBox, because your dog deserves better.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with my crazy Jackson family conspiracy theory to close out this special episode of Soniq Wavez. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my theory here is if it is not for Tito Jackson, there would be no Tom Brady, and this is the reason why. I know, right? I'm grasping at straws here, but this is the butterfly effect of Tito grabbing Joseph Jackson's guitar and breaking the string. Because if that incident doesn't happen, then Joseph doesn't force Tito to play in front of him. Joseph doesn't realize his sons are talented and they actually have harmony, and the Jackson 5 does not get started. Now, if the Jackson 5 doesn't get started, then there is no ultimate success, which leads them to do the Victory Tour in 1985, which the owner of the time of the New England Patriots was the one that ultimately ended up financing that tour because of the mismanagement of Joseph Jackson and Don King, who was at the time trying to promote the Victory Tour and was just mismanaging, trying to get these venues to fork up money up front for the production and for everything to try to get guarantees to basically fill up their own pockets. Now, because of that mismanagement, Michael ultimately had to step in, and they found through his manager at the time, I forget what the gentleman's name is, the owner of the New England Patriots, who banked on the Victory Tour being a tremendous success, ultimately capitalizing on Michael Jackson's success. Now, the model that they used at the time in 1985 for the Victory Tour was a mail order ticketing system. So you had to submit you had to buy 4 tickets. At the time, tickets were about $30 to $40, which at that time was worth a lot of money. So you had to buy 4 tickets and enter a raffle or a queue to have a chance to get those tickets. Now, there was a chance you sent in the money for 4 tickets and you didn't get selected. You didn't get any tickets because you weren't selected to get the tickets for the time. If that was the case, you'd get a refund. But what they were doing was, because they had invested so much money into the Victory Tour, or at least the owner of the New England Patriots at the time invested so much money into the Victory Tour, he was taking all these people's money, putting it into an account that was gaining interest. And then it would take about, 3 to 4 months after the raffle or whatever, and then they would ultimately refund people their money. Now, because of that, Michael Jackson decided to ultimately donate all of his money, and then they ended up stopping the mail order ticketing system because of a lack of ticket sales. And because of all that conflict and mismanagement, the New England Patriots owner at the time, Billy Sullivan, I believe was his name, was forced to sell because he leveraged the team, he leveraged all of his assets, and had to file for bankruptcy when the tour ultimately flopped. Because the Victory Tour ultimately flopped, and then Billy ultimately was trying to get Michael to have some compassion for him, so to help him out financially for the mismanagement of what happened in the tour. But Michael ultimately said, "You made the investment, you're gonna deal with the consequences," and Michael just didn't help him out. I don't blame Michael. Ultimately, he knew that any business dealings that Don King and his dad made were gonna be bad business deals, and he didn't feel the need to honor them because of who were the people making those deals. So that's how Billy ultimately ended settling the team to KWIN. I forget what his first name is, but that was the owner that ultimately sold the team to Robert Kraft, who then hired Bill Belichick, who then drafted Tom Brady in the 7th round. And if that does not happen, ladies and gentlemen, we wouldn't have a 7-time Super Bowl winning champion, Tom Brady, because remember, he was a 7th round draft pick. The NFL did not think he was good at all at the time when he was coming out of college after winning, I believe, a national championship with Michigan. He was a 7th round pick. Maybe he would have gotten into camp. But the odds of him actually making a roster and becoming the Tom Brady that we know does not happen if Tito Jackson does not break his father's guitar string and Joe Jackson doesn't make Tito play in front of him, which ultimately leads to the Jackson 5 being created. And yeah, that is my crazy conspiracy theory on why Tito Jackson might be the most important Jackson. Because we might have never gotten Michael, ladies and gentlemen. And that's it. That's how we close the show. You guys let me know your thoughts, your opinions. Let me know if I'm grasping at straws or if I'm right or if I'm wrong. And yeah. Scotty, thoughts? J-Man, thoughts?
I can go first.
It's an interesting theory.
Is it logical? Does it make sense?
Yeah. I mean, you definitely you've connected some dots there.
A lot of dots, right?
Yeah. I like that.
I never thought about this, but when they said New England Patriots owner, that just everything clicked for me right there. Everything kind of clicked for me. Scotty, your thoughts?
I think that it's true because when you think about it, if some events don't occur, then other events don't occur down the line. So if this tour didn't suck balls, then somehow it ended up leading to what's it called? Tom Brady not getting put in that seventh game. So it's all like whatever led to a coach having the thought of putting another guy out there on the field. And yeah.
And for those of you who are a sports fan and want to kill Scotty because he's not really a sports guy, what he was trying to say is if the events don't occur when those events, in the order of those events occurring, Tom Brady ultimately never gets selected in the 7th round because the coach wouldn't have been there, the owner wouldn't have been there, the structure of the franchise wouldn't have been there, and shit just turns out differently. So yeah, Scotty, you're right, which makes me right, which I love, and I love you. Thank you, Playboy.
But I have one thing to add.
What do you got to say?
Tom Brady would never have gotten married to Giselle Bundchen, whatever her name is, and he never would have gotten divorced. But at the same token, if he didn't get divorced, he wouldn't have had this podcast right now because somehow later down the line, Tom Brady getting divorced led to the thoughts of you guys started your podcast because fuck you science. So yeah, it all happened because of Michael Jackson. So thank you.
I love you, Scotty. All right. J-Man, play us out, brother.
Well.
Oh, baby. J-Man Jack, ladies and gentlemen. My music teacher. My guitar teacher. Please go check out ShadyMob.com for merchandise for all of our YouTube channels, Smack CTV, Port City Uncensored, Shady Mob Podcast, Soniq Wavez, and One from the End Zone. All this and more, and go check out our merchandise. We'll be back next week, same time, or maybe not the same time, but same day. Tomorrow we got Shady Mob Podcast featuring AA batteries, King NPV, and hopefully Playboy Scotty if he's available. Maybe J-Man Jack too if he wants to jump on. Shady Mob Crew's always rolling, baby. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, so you could be notified when the latest content drops. Always remember, desire is power. If you desire to be great, you got the power to be great, baby. And remember, stay groovy. Feel the waves. We'll be back. We'll see you soon.
And remember, never judge a man unless you've walked a mile in his shoes, because then it's okay. He's a mile down the road and you've got his shoes.
unless they're Danny DeVito shoes, because I can't really fit them on.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Feel the fire burn, rock this wasteland down. Soniq Wavez. Soniq Wavez. Watch what you listen to. Listen